All right, this is like not really improv video, but this is something I want to watch. So let's just get this started. So the video in question that I wanted to watch is this one: why YouTube lost the war on clickbait. And you know what? I might be part of this issue with the way my React videos are made. But you know what? Let's just give it a watch. Let's just
Now,
see
the most
what's it
enticing
about.
titles and thumbnails are found close to Type 2 clickbait. I'm reminded of the infographic by Smarter Every Day showing that on social media, the greatest engagement occurs close to the boundary of what's allowable.
What if we don't copy from another human being? What if we copy from a computer? Well, that sounds
Well, what
to
do
me
you
like
mean?
it would make some pretty good content. We should make kids watch it.
I feel like I can't even interact.
Oh, these are all
with the
different
internet the way I
YouTubers.
used to, because it just makes me so anxious all the time now. Everywhere I look, everyone's just fighting with each other. Everyone's attacking one another. You go to a...
Over the years, has YouTube clickbait become better or worse? In the age of the internet, the ability to be a creator is now in the hands of millions, and YouTube has found itself as an epicenter for average people looking to make their living making all types of videos. As YouTube grows, more creators are reinvesting into their work. Good content is arguably more available now than ever. But so are creators looking to make a quick buck. YouTube is always...
This is like another issue that is often not even talked aloud on the platform anymore. But essentially, a lot of YouTubers now chase the money, chase the bag. It's not about the passion anymore. It's about just getting the bag.
He's battling bad clickbait content.
And yes, that basically means clickbaiting the fuck out of content.
But now, there's a new type of clickbait, and YouTube is starting to lose.
What kind of clickbait are we talking about here?
This type of clickbait is what I call classic clickbait. This is clickbait we are the most familiar with, and
these are like oldies. These are like a few years ago you would see these kind of thumbnails. It's the you know what it is? It's those red arrows. It's these red arrows that keep popping up. Those were a staple a few years ago.
Is the type of clickbait we are most likely
everyone used them.
This label. But remember, what you and I consider clickbait now would not be the same for those watching YouTube over a decade ago. I grew up watching Ali A. I'm sure many.
Oh god, yes. Back in the day, those Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1 days, it was standard to watch him. Like, goddamn, that his content was like engaging. Because you would watch Ali A and I'd be, and you know, it's like, damn, this guy is fucking good at this game. I wish I could reach that point. So it motivates you to be on the grind more. But then, you know, you realize that this commentary, like when he talks over his gameplay, is actually post-edit, which means he recorded the gameplay and then just pretended to play the game in post. Which now it makes more sense why, even though he was blabbering words out of his mouth, he could still be ultra laser focused while playing the game. Besides the point. Sidetrack over. But yes,
thumbnail or video.
Those thumbnails.
Instead, classic clickbait by today's standards are much more cut and dry. It's better identified as intentionally misleading the viewer with a video that's not even related to the title or the thumbnail.
Now, this kind of clickbait, I really don't understand. The way, like, that it doesn't relate to anything in the video. The way I structure my titles is basically kind of giving context to either the video game I'm playing, like if something happens in the game, or as if these React videos, I essentially rehash the title of the original video to basically give context to what I'm reacting to. Of course, I always credit in the description down below the original video and all of that, which you people should always watch the original video. Like, besides me, click on the link below, go watch the original video. It'll give them a like, give them more credit for making all that effort to make that video compared to me, which I'm just reacting. But yeah, let's go on.
it's lying. While every good video will make itself look as good as possible, classic clickbait crosses a line from being good advertising to flat
I see a lot of
deception.
Fortnite gameplay
But
clickbaits.
YouTube has systems in
That's
place
like the
to defeat
plague
this.
for gamers. It's the
Despite its many
Fortnite
flaws,
clickbait.
YouTube's algorithm has become incredibly good at naturally filtering good and relevant content for the viewer. YouTube recommends videos based on two key metrics: click-through rate and watch time. Videos that are interesting to a large audience with a strong title and thumbnail.
It's Fortnite.
get clicks, and videos
Of
will
course
continue
it.
to
See what
get
I mean?
clicks if the viewer watches most
Like I
of the
predicted
video.
it.
The problem is that highly misleading videos and titles drive up the click-through rate and thus view count.
It does.
But
So as long as there's some heavy click-through rate, there's gonna be views, and thus more people gonna see it.
Watch time. Classic clickbait videos are like YouTube's virus. They spread quickly and effectively, but they also burn out just as fast from YouTube's recommended page because of their low watch times. Content creators that rely purely on shallow content like this typically don't gain traction long enough to make it. Look at well-known creators like XQC with over 2 million subs. He struggles to barely get 10% of his subscriber count in viewers.
I think XQC is a bad example of this, just mainly due to the fact that he is a streamer primarily rather than a YouTuber. What you see on his YouTube channel are just clips from his streams, which more viewers go onto his streams and donate and give subscriptions and all of that. That's where his main source of income is. YouTube is not. YouTube is just pushing out extra dollars, how much, whatever amount it comes to at the end of the month for him, whatever. He doesn't care about YouTube. It's Twitch for his main platform. So I would say that XQC is more of a bad example of this.
And I am confident that this is due to low watch times. Compare him to Daily Dose of Internet, who might have the lowest clickbait rate on this platform.
But however, on the contrasting side, Daily Dose of Internet, amazing content because he puts the thumbnails of like whatever you see here, the thumbnails are part of the video, and they actually make sense, you know. Like I did watch Getting Fired on Your First Day video. I did react to it, and everything in it super interesting. Video was engaging as hell. You should go watch more of his videos, by the way. Daily Dose of Internet, really good content.
And the difference is vast. The lesson here is that clickbait may work temporarily, but YouTube won't support you for very long. On the flip side, the benefits of YouTube's aggressive click-through rate and watch time algorithm is that this works with creators of all sizes. Good content will generally be successful no matter the subscriber count. Look at how a tiny creator called JXC64 was able to net 1 million views with a video from this very same premise set forth by Ludwig.
What the hell?
Think of how many videos you have seen from small
I
channels with barely any subs that were able to lock down hundreds of thousands of views from a well-made video on an interesting topic.
I mean, yeah, he said it right there. Because it's a well-made video on an interesting topic, it's guaranteed to get views. People put the effort in, and the effort most of the time pays off. It just has to be produced really well. I just enjoy watching videos, playing games, and my content is centered around all of that. And I'm passionate about it, which is what I do. Now, it's not everyone's cup of tea, people that drop by. I appreciate the viewers, I appreciate the subscribers, and also I stream on Twitch. People drop by there, so it's a nice time.
But YouTube is old enough to be attending college, and in that lifespan, people have figured out how to construct the best clickbait viruses possible. Despite YouTube's system being designed to push
people
what
game the
want to
fucking
watch,
algorithm systems.
it is an
Once people
algorithm
figure
that
out
has
how the
one
algorithm
major
runs,
goal in
once the people figure out how the algorithm runs, they gamify it. They maximize the output of videos to favor the algorithm. It changes every few years, and people adjust, like they just adjust to it, you know.
Keep people watching YouTube. And because both the viewer and the algorithm are so good at detecting and avoiding classic clickbait, it's not the biggest threat to YouTube anymore.
Theft bait?
I have a 92-year-old grandparent that lives with us.
The fuck is
As you can
theft
imagine,
bait?
entertaining a senior is not the easiest, but thankfully, YouTube is made for all ages. He was a pilot in the Vietnam War, so he likes watching old documentaries about that period. It was while he was watching one of these videos that I heard the distinct tenor of an AI-generated voiceover, mostly.
Oh, that I see that on shorts and TikToks majority of the time. It's so bad. It is. The AI covers for content has gotten so bad. It is genuinely just YouTube slop.
Bothered, I continued about my day. But the more I overheard, the more I realized that someone was being taken advantage of. The background footage was from another creator that I had just randomly stumbled across earlier in the day, with a script that had enough grammatical oddities to make me realize that it also was probably AI generated. While we could discuss the fair uses of AI on YouTube, blatantly stealing other people's work to hastily slap AI over the top of it is not fair use. Some at least have the decency to steal content without AI by
I was watching, earlier today, I wanted to watch a video that I saw interesting, and I did want to react to it. But when I clicked on the video, it was a topic about more like Gen Z finances and all of that. I realized that it's just AI slop. Because the video was 20 minutes long. It had poor contingent, it poorly put parts together to make sense, and the voice was odd, so overall the video was dog shit, but it got a lot of views because it catered to a popular topic, which then a lot of people see it, and not everyone can obviously bot the AI, and I understand that. Not everyone is super tech savvy. Some people just, come to accept it, especially the older generations. But it's super obvious when something is made by AI, especially in the content sphere.
Filming it with themselves, shot for shot, idea for idea. Sometimes this
God, that is so bad. These thumbnails make me cringe.
But rather to other platforms that have far worse tools for dealing with theft. While we don't discuss it as such, this form of content theft, AI generated or not, I believe falls into the category of clickbait. It's a falsification of content with the intention of garnering as many clicks and as much money as possible. Channels aren't stealing from others because they have a passion for creativity. They are doing it out of a passion for money.
God, this clickbait, holy fuck.
I can respect the desire to want to make a living, but I don't respect liars and thieves. What makes this type of clickbait worse is that it solves the watch time problem. These types of videos steal what made the original so watchable, so the algorithm pushes it.
Oh yeah.
Humans all borrow from each other. Heck, we even put some clips from much bigger
creators I remember that. Stolen thumbnail.
The topic. But there is an extremely fragile line between inspiration and theft. And all of these channels gleefully shatter that line as hard as they can in the name of earning a quick buck. These are videos that are clickbait below the surface. A type of clickbait
agreed.
You might not realize is clickbait unless you zoomed out. Maybe looked at the rest of their channel or knew who they were stealing from. Worse is that this type of clickbait is targeted to those most susceptible to it, typically older and younger viewers. The success...
Yeah, at the end of the day, all of this clickbait is not targeted to people in their teens, 20s, 30s. No. They go for the older generations and the younger ones, which basically don't give a shit. They don't understand how the systems work and run on YouTube and TikTok, nor do they care, and they shouldn't care because, again, they're just there to enjoy the content that's pushed out. However, AI is getting out of hand now.
Of this continued theft has created the rise of bot accounts, burner accounts made with the sole intention of mass producing as much stolen and re-uploaded content as possible. So what is YouTube doing to
I feel
fight
like
it?
I've watched this guy.
Bot accounts aren't new for YouTube. In fact, YouTube
I feel like I watched a
already
video
has
of
detection
this
programs
person.
as well as live moderators in place to sift these channels out. But with AI getting more powerful and people getting better,
I don't know
at
if
being
this is in the
sneaky,
context of a bot
it's
account
becoming
or
an
not.
arms race between the
But
content
I watched
thieves
one of this
and
guy's
YouTube's
this video.
moderation team. A race I don't feel like YouTube is winning. If you know of a channel like this, by the way, YouTube's reporting system is still the best defense to these sorts of channels to get them off the platform.
Understandable.
But even this is not the worst type of clickbait that is growing.
I've seen so many of these Facebook posts, and so many of my relatives like it. It's genuinely like scary, and I had to explain to my mom and dad and grandma how all of this is fake and they should stop sharing it. Like, and they looked at me like, how could it be fake? Look, it has a shadow. It looks really realistic and everything. And the kid next to it makes sense to be real, does it not? It's like, nope, this is fake. Everything about this is fake. It's made to garner your attention, boost its popularity, to fill some pockets of some geezer sitting in his room, just spamming AI slop out onto Facebook.
Up recently. The newest form of clickbait has been extremely slow and subtle.
What kind?
To the point of it being practically normalized by now.
Alright. Rage bait. Oh.
Have you ever noticed that as the internet has matured, respectful disagreement has deteriorated? Lately, it feels like all topics from world politics to hot dog condiments have become a you are either with me or you're against me style of discussion.
Yeah, the internet is not black and white. However, they force you to be. It's either yes or no. I think one of the examples is the last video I made about the meta, like what the meta stuff in games. And I was talking about PvE games as well. However, you know, people, this is again where people have the stance of PvE doesn't matter. Why do you talk about it? It only affects PvP games. Well, it affects both because it sucks the fun out of both sides. Yeah, sure. I could not look up PvE meta builds. I don't have to. I'm not gonna do it. However, TikTok, YouTube, you know, Instagram Reels, all of that will push all that content into my face and I'll just be flooded with it. It's not by choice. Like Monster Hunter Wilds, the game isn't even fucking out yet and there's people already talking about fucking metas about that on shorts and TikToks. And just because, you know, I disagree with what people do say, they're essentially like, well, you're in the wrong. Well, no, I'm not. I'll be real. I'm not in the wrong about metas being just overly done in every series of games. But yeah, anyways, let's continue.
Discussion. Totally unhelpful for changing people's minds, but nevertheless seemingly everywhere. Comment sections and social media allow people to type anything they want with little
Look at
consequences
these comments.
because of near perfect anonymity. Popular websites typically restrict or discourage long and nuanced opinions. For example, Twitter has a character limit and YouTube only shows part of a lengthy comment. You are much less likely to click read more on a comment as it requires more work from you. Just like you are less likely to go out of your way to press like on a video, even if you are more than halfway through it. Everyone wants to go viral, and nothing has proven to be more effective at going viral than clickbait around drama and anger. Trend surfing is
the Mr. Beast milking. Like, Mr. Beast bad. Yes, I understand. But holy fuck, are people milking the fuck out of it? Like, people chill, okay? Take a chill pill. I mean, I understand it's filling your fucking wallets up to max capacity and your bank accounts are probably now flooded. But Jesus Christ, come on, bring out some other content.
Makes YouTube what it is. Trends are often built off of drama. Channels discussing drama do not fall under this clickbait category. Humans crave stories and interactions. Discussing current events is just one way we do this. Instead, this type of clickbait has slowly pushed the boundary of what the viewer finds acceptable and what, by extension, YouTube finds acceptable. Have you ever been browsing YouTube and seen something like X thing is the best of X group?
Yep,
and
I
if you're
have.
like me, you may have found yourself clicking or commenting on a post like that, even though when you take a step back, you don't even care about X thing that much. Maybe I'm old, but it feels like fostered negativity such as this is becoming concerningly effective at getting views. Being critical of something, or something you don't like, is one thing, but going out of your way to try to get people angry at each other is much more.
Yeah, the rage bait thing is literally it's an act to make two sides duel each other out in the comment section because people are so strongly opinionated about some things. It's ridiculous, and I usually tend to avoid that. But my God, sometimes I just want to like add some words of mine to it, but then I stop. I write it out and I delete everything because I'm not gonna enter that world. I do sometimes tweet about things that, well, I disagree with or should be different.
A sinister thing. Anonymity and an internet-sized microphone are
hey, look,
one
it's
hell
Twitter.
of a drug.
Well,
as character limits and algorithms that drive engagements have continued to chug along, I believe that we are losing the all-important skill of respectful critique. Whether by design or happenstance, places like YouTube have made being just divisive enough not to be canceled an easy method for being successful. It has created a feedback loop of outrage and hatred, with some jumping in just...
I really hate low-effort content creators like that use AI and all of that to just mass-produce videos, because that takes like, let's say 10 minutes to just pull out some slop, while other creators like mine is also, don't get me wrong, I'm low effort right now. I am. I'm sat here and just talking while reacting to a video. But this takes personal time to also do, which is, in my opinion, more effort given than AI slop videos, which have like the Minecraft guy in the background parkouring while some Reddit post is being read. You know the ones, you've seen them. In fact, okay, so I just had to open a new page on YouTube, and look what happens. If I type in Minecraft Reddit, it autofill like Minecraft Reddit stories. It autofills the tutorial, which means if this is one of the top search results, that means people are wanting to milk this. Like, you know what you do? All right, I'll pull out an example besides all of this. You essentially just open Reddit. So once you made it to Reddit, you go up here to the search, and let's just say MIDS. You go to this Reddit page, you search by, let's say, popular of the month, and then you just pick the top story or second, third, whichever is a short story, and then you just post it onto that format into text to speech. Bam, views. I hate this shit, okay? I really hate it.
We've kept pushing the boundary, and unless something changes, we might continue to do so. This is a clickbait that feeds on angry, tribalistic, and counterproductive behavior designed to win arguments, not to change minds. It doesn't seem like this is universal, however. Instead, it seems to me that we're in a time of separating and curating. Many are choosing to abstain from clickbait of all kinds to find better communities. When a good video is made on this platform, it's almost unmatched. When I click on a donkey video, I don't care what he's doing or even how. I care about who is doing it. Whereas other media can put up barriers between the viewer and the creator, YouTube reminds me that there is a person behind the camera. A person with different tastes and flaws and desires. Content designed to engage.
Yeah, this is the kind of content creator I do wish to be, where I make the content I enjoy and people can come in and just chill with me and, you know, enjoy the same kind of content. I'm not here to rage bait and all of that shit. God, no. I push out my opinions. If you disagree or agree, it's up to you. I'm just here to have a good time on making YouTube videos that I'm passionate about, you know?
And short-term virality will always have its place on the internet. But I hope competition will push everyone to do better. The internet has overhauled the entirety of how a consumer interacts with the world around them. With new creators rising every day, our scrutiny of those we watch is sharper than ever. Because of the amount of voices, reliable and quality sources of content is more available than ever before, even if they're just harder to find. The beauty of YouTube is that how we spend our time absolutely will shape what will succeed and what will fail. My only fear is that sticking to a side will become too popular to let real discussion and critique breathe.
I hope not.
So for now, go support the creators that are trying to give you their best and be respectfully critical of those who do not. And thank you for letting me give you my best. Bless.
All right. Well, I do agree with everything that was said in this video. It was a really well-formed video, and you should go watch this creator's other videos. They're really amazing and fun to watch. But anyways, with that conclusion, thank you everyone for watching this video. If you liked it, leave a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. I mainly push out gaming. However, sometimes even a react video like this gets shoved in between all of that. Take care. Have a good one. See ya.